is going on, comic fam? You know the place to be right now. It's with myself, Rod the Rican, my brother Jeffrey Comahan Henson. What is going on, Jeffrey? How you been, sir?
Good, man. I've been doing really good, man. Just having a good weekend. Doing a few videos, hanging out with you guys. We did a show yesterday. I thought, man, I had a really good time with that show yesterday with Rich. That was really cool. So,
quick shout out to Rich Duet, yo, IDW in the house, yo. Thank you so much, IDW, and Rich for hanging out, talking about Rosa Bones and Wailing Blade and all those indie books, man. Shout outs to all that good stuff out there. Tell your LCS to order those books or pre-order them. That's what you want to do right now, man. Cause great stuff, man. People don't know about these books, man. It's just crazy, you know. All right, so
I agree.
We do have shout outs to give. We do have a special guest. Yes, he's going to come on in a few seconds. But Jeffrey, if you don't mind, can you acknowledge the people in the house right now, sir?
Yeah, we got my buddy Mr. Gretzky 9966. It's all right. Thank you for stopping by. Anyways, we got Life with Two YouTubers. Hey, how you doing tonight, Life with YouTubers? Good to see you again. Perry Comics, what's up, Perry Comics? Hashtag lurking. 90, what's up? 90 MF Comics. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Fire Davis Comics says, what's up? What's up, Fire Davis? Lady Fantastic says, hey, dudes. Hey, Lady Fantastic. Good to see you tonight.
Caroline.
The Comic Assassin. What's up, Comic Assassin? Borinkin Comics. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We do have a special guest joining us, so I think it's time to introduce them.
Let's do it. Actually, before we do that, let's give out one shout out, and then we bring in the man of the hour. We got Zlos Comics at 33 subscribers under the same name on Instagram, man. Our homeboy Carlos he's an Ecuadorian guy, man, but representing New Jersey. Yo,
nice.
So what he wanted to do is he's seen that we were having so much fun. He wanted to jump onto the community. So
hey, he's in the chat right now. What's up, Zlos? Good to see you, man.
There it is, man. He's a new collector, but he also like Funko Pop's anime. So that's just little things about what he wants to do. He likes doing stuff like that. But you know, he's going to try to drop a video every twice a week. So if you have any suggestions for him, for his content, for his channel, let Zlos Comics know. But right now, man, let's do it. Josh is in the house. Our special guest, Jeffrey, are you ready for this, man? This is gonna be big.
I am. Let's do this.
Be big, man. Here it is, man. Running Deer Publishing is in the house. Running Deer Publishing, Josh, the man. How are you doing? Thank you for accepting the invite for the comic book community shout out, man. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, Rod. Thank you so much for having me. I do have to say I'm hearing a delay, so I'm hearing everything twice. I don't know if it's on my end, but so if I don't answer right away, that's what's going on.
No, I think right now on because we're using StreamYard right now, it looks fine. So I think we just go with it, brother.
All right, here, let me turn this down a little bit. Maybe it'll help out a little bit. But I'm doing great, dude. Thank you so much for having me on. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to finally to get to talk to you in person and you too, Jeffrey. Yeah, man, it's going great.
All right, sweet, man. We know. Well, I know about your channel already. Let the people know if they have not seen you before. Let them know what you're about and what Running Deer Publishing is going on, man. There's a bunch of things going on, and let them know.
Thanks. Yeah, Running Deer Publishing is all about, or at least my channel is all about, the process of creating a graphic novel. I want people to be able to see somebody like myself who's just a regular guy that loves comics, who's always had the dream of doing his own book, what that process is going to be from the very first idea all the way through to the finished product. And along the way, we're going to be taking a look at some classic comic books and some current comic books, breaking those books down for their art and their story to see what we can learn from them. And I think it'll be a fun time.
All All right, man. That's pretty dope, man. That's what we like. We like the community to hang out with us and talk about graphic novels, and then expanding and what what Running Deer Publishing is doing. But at number 2, I gotta throw this out there real quick, man. At number 2, this shout out has to go to Philgamesh. Philgamesh is at 179 subscribers, guys. You can find him on Instagram under the same name. All right, now the thing is not film, but Phil. Let me correct myself on that one. Do it live. I correct myself. I do it all the time, man. Phil is an independent writer of a graphic novel and books. Check that out, Josh. And not only that, he's about to drop his first book soon. It's called Saddle House. It's coming out. For more information on that one, actually, what you want to do is check out philmalone.com. For more information, check out philmalone.com. But his content doesn't have much to do about writing. His YouTube channel is about his hobby, his comic books, and his comic hauls. So he wants to separate, his writing from his YouTube channel and talk about comic hauls and how much he wants to interact with the comic book community. So check out his book right now. It's going to drop soon. philmalone.com. I have all the links in the description below, guys. So, man, that's a lot of talking. I got to shut up right now. Whew, man, it gets busy, man. Comic book community shout outs, no joke. Oh, man.
That's awesome. Hey, Rod, I want to try something, man. Because I keep hearing this delay and I'm hearing everything twice. Can I leave the studio and then come back in and maybe?
You sure can, sir.
All right, man. Give me a second. Let's see if we can get this worked out.
All right, no problem. All right, Jeffrey, what's going on in the chat? There's a bunch of people, man. I see.
I was just gonna say we got some new people in the chat. We got our buddy Edwin, the comic jabroni. What's up, Edwin? Thank you for joining us. We got John's Comics with Kids. We got Zlos Comics. Good to see you. I collect a lot. Another thing I just want to say, if you guys don't know, you can go to the people who are talking and commenting in the chat, and at the end of it, it shows like 3 little bars. If you click on that, it'll let you go to their channel, and you can check them out right now and sub them up. It's just a little bit of an easier way to find somebody if you're looking for it. But just wanted to throw that out there real quick. I collect a lot. Thank you. Mark Parek, good to see you. I don't know if
Mark is the guy that I put that picture on Instagram. He's in Florida. The guy has like over 300,000 comic books, all long boxes. Mark, we're gonna do. I've been talking to him. We're gonna make a video. He's gonna be rebag and board stuff. Mark, get ready, man. These people want to see you, man. These people want to see you. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, Perry, what's up? Comic Jabroni, he says he was invited on the shout out show once and then Rod canceled on him.
Never cancel on you, brother. Never cancel on you. You had something to do. Let's get that corrected. Get it corrected. Oh, this is what it's about, man. We get shots fired even through the shout out show.
Funk Comics, good to see you, Funk Comics. Hope you're having
I never cancel on CTT, man. But so far, man, at number 1, we had Zlos Comics, 33 subscribers, man. You can follow him on Instagram under the same name. My brother Carlos is an Ecuadorian representing New Jersey in the house. Yo, check out his stuff, man. He just seen what we were doing, like myself and Jeffrey, the whole community. So he wanted to be part of it. He loves Funko, he loves anime. He's all about nerdy stuff, and we all fit the same category. So he wanted to jump on and do it too. At number 2, we had Philgamesh, 179 subscribers under the same name on Instagram, guys. Phil is an independent writer, graphic novels, and his book is about to drop. He's doing something special. Check it out, philmalone.com. That's all I have to say about that. And man, oh man, we're waiting to see when Josh is ready to jump back online. If not, we keep it pushing. Let me put that post up with there it is. There goes the comic jabroni. Hey, hey Jeffrey,
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
what time you went to sleep last night after we did the show? Because it's a different time zone, man.
Like 2 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time.
Holy Lord, man. So at the end of the show, I went back to bed. I was like, yo, I needed some sleep, man. I was tired as heck. But
We got Mad Mike's Comics in the chat and Katie Poreka. Good to see you. I'm assuming she's related to Mark.
That's husband and wife. They got married. Hello,
Nice.
guys. Thank you for supporting us. And hey, Mark, come on the show, man. Show these people that collection you got. The long boxes, should I say? The long boxes.
Good to see you, Glitter and Duct Tape. Thank you.
All right, guys. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see if Running Deer Publishing is ready to rock out once again. Josh, if he gives, I can see him down here. If he gives me the thumbs up, that means he can hear us. Tom, the comic book nerd in the house.
Yeah, what's up, comic book nerd? It's all right. Thanks for coming anyways.
All right, man. So we have 5 channels to shout out, man. Not only that, there's a bonus shout out. Jeffrey has a bonus shout out to give at number 6. At number 6, Jeffrey's gonna drop something.
Are we at number 6 already?
Not yet. We at number 3.
Right.
We at number 3. And John Comics the kids in the house. He's just sitting in the waiting room. No, we're just trying to figure things out here. We're just trying to figure things out, what's going on. And just he's trying to organize his mic is what he's trying to do. But
he's just waiting for Rod to let him in.
All right, we'll push it forward here, guys. At number 3, we have Clarence Price. Clarence Price at 187 subscribers. Follow him on Instagram under the same name, and not only that, on Twitter, you can follow him too. Clarence Price. On his channel, what you're gonna do is he will be discussing his passion for comic books, just not like myself, but just like yourself, the chat, the community, man. We love discussing comic books, man. I mean, Jeffrey loves Hope. I love Flash. I love Batman. I love DC. Those 2 categories, DC and Batman, doesn't fit on Jeffrey's, table.
Well, I got a few DC books,
Not too many, but
No, not very many.
Exactly. But the place to be right now with Clarence Price is his channel, 187 subscribers. Let's get those numbers up because he's an individual guy who wants to enjoy the comic books that we want to introduce him to. So this is all about comic books, and he reads a thing or two, and he also does gaming, live streams, comic hauls, among other things. So man, there it is, man. So you like gaming? I know Edwin and Perry like gaming. Are you into gaming, Jeffrey?
What? Of course, man. Yeah. Oh, dude, I got all kinds of games, everything, like from Atari 2600 up to like Xbox One. I got like 20 some of the systems if you include handhelds, 600 games probably. Like I got too much, dude. Like,
do you have a PSP?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Do you have Dreamcast? Sega Dreamcast?
I do.
Because I got 2 of those right here. There it is. Holy crap, dude! Your man cave is epic.
And there's like some of it, and then there's like some more of it.
All right, let's rock and roll. I think Josh is ready to come back to the show. Running Deer Publishing is coming back on right now. Let me put them on. Blam! Josh is back.
I'm back, man. It's the delay's still going on, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Let's just keep going.
It sounds good. So just let's have some fun, man. So
cool.
People in the chat, hey Jeffrey, acknowledge people in the chat, man.
We got the comic collector
business, man.
Yeah, the comic collector showed up to join us today. Thank you for that. Tom, the comic book nerd, is here. The Gray Man, what's up, Gray Man? Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us this evening. Appreciate you all.
All right, for sure, man. All right, guys. So what you want to do right now is check everyone's channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, that video drops. Yo, you know to click it and watch it because a bunch of great stuff out there, and people will not know about it if we don't click the notification bell. That's the thing. And not only that, but Running Deer Publishing is working on a project, and I'm happy to have him on the show. Let the people know if we missed the first part. So, Josh, let them know what you're working on and stuff like that.
Yeah. Again, the Running Deer Publishing channel is all about creating a graphic novel from the very first step. I've got the idea. I'm starting to write the script, and I'm going to start making videos where you see each step of the process all the way till we get to the finished product. And in between that, we're going to be taking a look at some classic comic books and some current comic books. I'm going to break those down for their art and their story, and just see what I can learn from these other great artists and writers out there. But the Running Deer Publishing YouTube channel is all about just creating a great graphic novel.
All right, pretty dope, man. Because there's a bunch of creators out there, and I seen a bunch of stuff out there, and it's awesome to have Rich Dueck from IDW from Roll the Bones. He was so happy to jump on the show with us, and I think that benefits a lot from like creators like yourself, Josh. But it just opens doors. I'm hoping that it opens doors for everyone out there that's into this industry and publishing books and stuff like that. So it's pretty neat, man. I'm just happy to have you here as another creator and writer and all that good stuff and publishing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I got to tell you, I missed the live stream interview last night, but this morning I got up early. First thing I did was jump on YouTube, check out the interview you guys did with Rich, and I was just it was great because first this guy, he just has been writing this book that everybody is talking about. He's right at everybody's mind right now. And he starts just saying all this stuff that was really inspiring, specifically to what I'm trying to do right now. Talking about if you're gonna got a project or you have an idea, don't wait for permission for somebody to before you get started. Start doing your work, start doing your project, and just keep working at it. And it was just everything he was saying, man. It was hitting right. It was hitting me right at home, and I felt like it was a great interview. He was very sincere about what he was talking about, and it was cool to hear some of his process and some of the things that he had to go through to get where he's at. It was a great show. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. We were all pretty excited to have him on, and it was a good opportunity, I think, for us and everybody who watches it, I think, to learn a few things.
Yeah, and
we always learn a few things when we hang out at Coast to Coast Comics, or whatever show it is. Whenever you have, I had to acknowledge these two guys in the chat right now.
Yes, do it.
Gosh, I have to, because Jabroni, Perry Comics, they're gonna bust my balls the entire time. I can say smart, and they're gonna say you said dart or fart or something. That's what they do, man. They're gonna bust my balls, and it's about having a good time. But you know what? We are called Comic Triple Threat every Tuesday, 8:00. There it is, guys. So don't ever say I didn't plug us, man. But anyway, it's not about us right now. It's about Running Deer Publishing and what they're doing. Not only that, Jeffrey Comet is a great guy, man. What you guys want to do right now for Jeffrey Comet Hansen, hit him up, sub him up.
Hit me
up. Stuff too, man. And, with that being said, Josh, I'm going to jump into number 4. Number 4, I have to give out a shout out to a place maybe nearby Jeffrey's neighborhood, man. Green Machine Comics has 76 subscribers. Under Instagram, you can find them under the same name. Man, that's a comic book shop in San Francisco Bay, man. They want to share their love for the things that we do. Talk comics, we talk pop culture, and a comic review, man. Their video is pretty neat, man. So you ever heard of that shop before, Jeffrey? Just curious.
Nah. I I've been to San Francisco, a decent amount of times, but not really while I've been like hunting for books or collecting. So I haven't been to any in that area. But now that I know about it, that's something I'll have to look for when I'm there next.
All right, sweet. Hey, do your thing, Jeffrey. Let me see who's in the house right now in this chat.
We've got Ben Compton joining us this evening. Thank you, Ben. We got the comic book homie. What's up, comic book homie? Thank you for joining us. Nova Mad 1966. Do you have a 1966 Chevy Nomad? Is that where that name comes from? That's a cool car. It'd be nice if you did. Comic collector. I don't know if I got you earlier, but thank you again for joining us either way. Appreciate it.
All right, so right back to Josh and Varney Deer Publishing, sir.
Tony Fett. Thank you, Tony.
Tony Fett and a Gray Man in the house. We were mentioned Gray Man. So what how should I say this? What made you do this on YouTube? Your whole idea to come on and just put this out there.
Hey guys, I think you're trying to ask me something there, Rod. I keep getting this loop feedback. I can't tell if you're asking me something now or if it's been a couple of minutes ago. But I think I see it's caught up a little bit now.
We'll just take a minute. Tech issues happen, man. This is what happens. We go live. We're still having a good time. He's gonna answer the question. What made him come on YouTube and make these videos of what he's doing with Ronnie Deer Publishing. That's the cool thing about it, because I'm intrigued by it, and his whole graphic novel he's dropping out. He wants to make it, and that's what I'm so intrigued to find out. What made you start this whole channel?
Oh man, I started following these other guys that were I've been seeing some guys on YouTube, watching some of their channels about reviewing comic books, and then I found some channels where some guys were crowdfunding their own books, and they were talking about how they had to build up their audience in order to crowdfund their book to get people to buy their book. And I thought that makes a lot of sense. Why not use YouTube to put content out there, create content for people out there, content that they can get something out of, but that also helps build your audience at the same time. So when you do get to the point to where you can, start a crowdfunding campaign, maybe you've got some people out there that may be interested, after you put the work in of building up your channel and letting people know what you're doing, maybe there will be a portion of those people that will be interested in your product. So actually, I got on YouTube a couple of years ago because I published a children's book with a couple of friends of mine, and I put it up on iBooks. And I was doing some videos on that, like some time-lapse videos of the drawings of that stuff. And I didn't take advantage of social media then like I'm trying to now. I see how important it is to get out there, let people know what you're doing, let people know what you're working on, see if they'd be interested in it. And after finally kind of learning that, that's what I'm trying to do right now, just create a fun channel where people can get some good info and they can see what I'm doing. And hopefully that will translate into, people that will want to buy my graphic novel once it's done.
Oh, it's gonna be bought because I'm gonna buy it for sure. And this video right now is gonna, man, we're gonna blow up, man. It's gonna happen, John.
That'd be cool.
Running Deer Publishing, guys, stay tuned, man. This is where it all started, man. These are the plants you put in the ground, the seeds, and they start growing, man. This is what we all about, man. It's a family, and just have fun with the community. But let's see here. Let's make sure. I have.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but you're right. It's connecting with other people that enjoy the same things that you do, that are into the same things that you are, and kind of building that community of people. And there's so much out there. We can definitely support each other and give each other that boost to get started or to finish a project, or just to keep learning about your hobby and the things that you love.
And it's interesting because it's just not comic books. Um, just like Jeffrey said, not Jeff, but Jeffrey. He showed he loved gaming. He had a Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Dreamcast. But not only that, man. There's podcasts out there, and I think Comic Time went to a different level and made a freaking podcast. So there's so many doors to venture for different stuff in the community, man, where we can all come together and have a great time. And next thing you know, we sit down here and just talk about what we do, our passions when it comes to comic books, writers, creators, and interviewings and stuff like that. And it's just amazing to have these doors open and talk about indie books, Marvel, DC, whatever the case may be. But it's just amazing thing that we're grateful to have for this, YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. But I do have to give a quick shout out at number 5, guys. At number 5, and get ready. The bonus shout out. Jeffrey has the bonus shout out when they get to that in a few seconds, Jeffrey. At number 5, we have Nice Cover Bro. It's not Hialeah Comic Bro. This is Nice Cover Bro. 166 subscribers. Ken is a No Face channel. There's a bunch of No Face channels out there, but you know what? His collection is of comics, and he has some sick covers. So his channel explains why it's called that way. But he will drop out some comic hauls, and like I just mentioned, man, some dope covers. So at number 5, we have Nice Cover Bro, and he knows a thing or two. I can tell I know he read a thing or two, maybe 3. But you know what? Nice little comment with Warner said here. Comic community. Oh, I need my glasses. Community shout out show is a bridge builder. Never heard that one before. Thank you, Wolf.
Yeah, it means like coming together, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the way it works, man. You talk about other people, those people get to hear about them, they go find out who they are, they tell other people. It's just, that's awesome. And this channel is I told you this when we were chatting a little bit on Instagram, man. I think this channel is gonna skyrocket soon because Wolf nailed it. This is a bridge builder. People get to meet other similar people through this channel. It's been amazing. I really enjoy what you guys are doing and enjoy watching it.
Yeah, Rod's been putting in some good hard work. He deserves it.
Well, you open the doors to me to do a live stream. I actually sent a message to Josh. I said Jeffrey is the one that opened the doors last December, and he wants to be on the show. And this is it. This is what it is, and there it is. I get. Hey Josh, get ready, man. I get cracked on all the time. Look at this. I collect a lot. Glasses. Where are my glasses at? I don't know where my glasses at. Damn it! Cut me a break, man. We're hanging out, having a good time, man. With Running Deer Publishing. Of course, Josh is the man behind the master plan of Running Deer Publishing, man. So, oh man.
You know what, Rod? Let me try one. I've got one more trick up my sleeve to try and work this audio out. Give me a minute. I'm gonna try this real quick. If it doesn't work, man, I'll just keep going.
I'm gonna put Josh on timeout again. It's a fun timeout, though, guys. It's a fun timeout because it gives up enough time for Jeffrey to acknowledge the
chat.
No.
We got Zen Manga. Zen, good to see you tonight. How are you doing, my friend?
Number 6 in the house, man. Number 6, the special.
Number 6. Well, hold on. Puff, my boy, stay Puff 1983. What is up, Puff? Good to see you this morning. Thank you, guys. Okay. Number 6. I did a show with her. Me and Big Will did a few weeks back, but I feel like she's definitely underrated. She's coming in with 85 subscribers right now. I know her from Big Will, from working with her on the big show that we used to do. I know Stay Puff knows her, Perry knows her. You know who she is. Her name's Gabby. She goes by the name Californiablend on YouTube. She is a young artist, just turned like 18, I believe. Let's see, I got a note. She does acrylic paintings of superheroes. She sells her art at comic conventions. She reads comics. She does movie reviews. Her production value is, it's worth watching. Yeah, Mad Mike says he subbed her. Thanks for joining, Mad Mike. For someone as talented as that would have 85 subscribers, the first person came to my mind when you asked me to come and give a 6 shout out. So highly recommend her. She sells her art online. She's got a store. You can go and get a piece commissioned if you want to. But check her out. If you like what you see, give her a subscription. Subscribe to her channel.
Yeah, she her artwork's amazing. Actually, I reached out to her and I told her my wife loves hippos and stuff like that. Would she do like a canvas painting or something like that? She was like, "Well, let me know what size you want." And I was
she's another Floridian. She's down there where you are too.
Exactly.
There, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That was the question. The gray man was asking.
Big Will had some things that he wanted to take care of. He had working on like remodeling his house and things like that. So he needed some time, to take care of some things. So he said he was going to take a little bit of a break. So,
all right, Jeffrey, Tom the comic book nerd is asking the name again. Californiablend.
Her name is Gabby, but she goes by her channel name is Californiablend GH or something like that, I believe. The link, I believe, is in the description, right, Rod?
Yes, sir. I have every channel, and all you gotta do is click their names below, and then it will take you right to their channel and all that good stuff.
Yeah, Stay Puff knows. He's been promoting her as well. So, I've seen Puff better at one of the conventions down there. I saw him take some pictures. So, yes. Hey, Mastodon, good to see you today.
Awesome, man. This is what it's all about, man. The comic book community shout out show is not only just, we got 5 channels, we got the 6th bonus channel, but you know what? The chat too, man. They deserve a shout out, man, because
absolutely, that's why we do what we do. We wouldn't be here without you guys in the chat. Never ever. So like, you guys mean a lot to all of us, like, you guys are our friends. So
yep, I got the thumbs up. Josh is back in the house. He gave me the thumbs up. He said it's rock and roll, man.
I am back. The delay is gone. I had to quickly change my setup, but I feel like I can actually talk. Oh my gosh, it was like I had 10 people in my ears, man, all talking at slightly different times. So it was pretty crazy there.
It's all good, man. 10 people is better than no people.
I guess that's true.
So, you know what? Let's see here. All right, man. So we got Renegade Publishing in the house. We have my brother Jeffrey Comahan Hansen. If you guys don't know Jeffrey Comahan, what you gotta do right now is sub him up, hit the notification bell, man, because you don't know when Jeffrey's gonna drop a video.
I'm very spontaneous.
I'll be at work one day, and next thing you know, it's like with different time zones. That's why it's kind of hard to work with people in different time zones. But when Jeffrey comes on, I have the notification bell, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm at work. Jeffrey's going live, and I'm like, I gotta watch it. I gotta hide the phone somewhere in the bottom, whatever. I gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the key, guys. That way, whenever we go live, even running their publishing, the notification bell is the key, man.
Where can you find Running Deer Publishing? He's got a YouTube channel. I'm a subscriber. I know you are, Rod. In the chat, if you guys don't know, Running Deer does have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. I've got Instagram. You can find me at Running Deer Publishing on Instagram. My website, rdpbooks.com. You can find me there. You can find me on Facebook. I do have a Twitter account, but I haven't been on Twitter in a long time. But the best places to find me is here on YouTube, Instagram, and my website, rdpbooks.com. But yeah, those are my main outlets.
All right, sweet. All right, guys, let's do any questions for Josh right now with the Rodney Deer Publishing. If not, we'll just hit with some rapid questions right now, like who's your favorite, comic book artist or your favorite villain or stuff like that. Because we take things, we take it to a different level and have a good time. Because that's what it's all about.
There is a question in the chat for Running Deer.
There it is.
All right.
So let's see. It's from the Comic Assassin. He says, "Do you think there's any advantage of going the graphic novel route over doing single issues? Why would you do one over the other?"
I think there is an advantage of going graphic novel if you're going to self-publish, and the reason for that is you can, when it comes down to the printing process, you can get more for your money, or the price is more manageable if you're going to print a graphic novel rather than single issues. If you're just going to do something digitally, I think doing single issues is great. You can put more content up more frequently, but for me, I really want to print, get a book printed, and to do that, I think the more pages you can do at a time, at one time, the better. Just in terms of printing costs,
Right.
And because it's a lot easier to print. Let's say if I can do one graphic novel a year, and do a book that is 60 plus pages versus trying to have to print 24 pages a few times a year. I think just cost wise, it's better to do the graphic novel run than a single issue run. When it comes to putting stuff up digitally, that's a whole different story.
Right. That makes sense, though. I mean, you think about it, when you're self-publishing, you probably got to do everything you can, right?
Yeah, and I come from a print background. I work full time as a graphic and doing print things, and dealt with printing, all my career. And you definitely want to try and save those, bucks when you can, and try to do things the most efficient route, and just graphic more efficiently. I believe that than doing single issues when you're going the print route.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's real.
So when you just curious, when you gonna drop your novel, is it gonna be color or black and white? I mean, I've seen stuff out there that have the cover is color, but the book is black and white. I love black and white books. I mean, I like it, man. It's just like and people are crap at me right now. I look at like a kabuki book from David Mack, and I see it's black and white. I like that black and white style. Right. So, but it's easier at times to publish and all that stuff. So
yeah, I think that that's definitely another way to save a little bit of money on the publishing end, is to do a color cover and black and white interior. But what I'm hoping will happen, and that may be something that I have to do, but what I'm hoping will happen, Rod, is that I can build up enough of an audience on YouTube and other social media outlets that when I put up a crowdfunding campaign and say, hey, it's going to cost me X amount of dollars to print my book, I'd rather have that cost be the color printing of that. And we'll see how that campaign goes. If I don't get the funds to do that color run, I may have to, go down to doing a black and white interior. But I'm gonna hope for and shoot for getting enough of an audience and people interested that, I can get that whole color book printed and done. And the way that I see how things are going in these crowdfunding campaigns, you have different tiers set up. So, maybe one tier could be You just get, you buy the graphic novel, just the graphic novel. Another tier could be you buy the graphic novel plus, or maybe it's signed on the inside, or maybe there's some sketches that come along with it. And so you can set up these different levels. And as you raise money, it can unlock, the different levels of the crowdfunding campaign. But that's definitely an option, man. And right now I'm keeping all my options on the table. I mean, because who knows what's going to happen. And it's going to be a while before I get this thing done. I made a video a couple weeks ago, and I was kind of breaking down all the things I needed to do and how many pages I thought my book was going to be. And I sat there and I did the math while I was doing the video. I'm like, oh crap, that's almost 3 years of work. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. I gotta figure this out and break this down in a different way. So, there's a lot that's going to go into it, and a lot of work and a lot of research, but that's at the same time as part of the fun,
Yeah,
it's part of the fun.
You gotta have a love for it, right?
Yeah, and the struggle is part of the fun. As much as sometimes it's hard, it's what makes it good. I mean, even Rich was talking a little bit about that last night. At first he started out, writing a 5-page story, and then just he took the steps. And that's what this channel is about. It's about taking the steps. It's about persevering. Rich also mentioned last night, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And once you put that in your frame of mind, it really, really helps out a lot, because when I did my first, when I self-published the first children's book, I wanted to get it done. I wanted to get it out. I wanted to get it in front of people. And sometimes you just got to step back and slow down and be like, hey, look, this is not a sprint. Take your time, take all the necessary steps, go through the process. Don't shortcut anywhere. Make this product the best product that it can be, and you're going to have your customers are going to be happy. You're going to be happier at the end of the day, and it's just going to be a better experience all the way around. But you got to take those steps, and you just got to put in the hard work. And especially in today's day and age, we all want to get it done right as soon as we can, so we can get it out and get it in front of people. But you just got to put in the hard work, man. And it's tough. It's hard.
It is hard. It's like us as YouTubers, as Jeffrey, myself, we'll talk back and forth. Like, we need to do stuff, and put out more content. It's hard because I'm married. Jeffrey is hard working dude. He's got to find time to fit it into his schedule. And as yourself, you're writing stuff. You're running their publishing, hashtag running their publishing. But it's like my wife gets on me half the time. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm writing notes, man. I need to see this. I write notes, and it's like I have to acknowledge people out there that are doing the same thing what we're doing, that they don't know about it. So it's like I always have a pad with me in the car or whatever. And today she crapped on me. She goes, "Why you had the pad?" I was like, "Why not?" She goes, "Are you gonna use it?" I was like, "I'm thinking." She goes, "Anytime you bring it to the car, you never write anything." I was like, "Because I have everything here already, what I want to say, but instead I miss something, I want to write it down." So it's a lot of hard work. What we do, especially yourself, you're doing your whole. That's amazing what you're doing, man.
Well, it'll be amazing if I actually get it done.
It'll get
That's when it'll be amazing. Right now, it's just ideas that I'm typing things out on a computer. I've already got some of my characters sketched out. I kind of have an idea of what they're going to look like. I've got to build out the rest of that world. I've got to finish the script, and even when I finish the script, it's probably going to be revised a few times. I got some good friends of mine that they've promised me they're going to give me their honest feedback, and I'm sure that they will rip it apart, and tell me what they really think about it, which is what I want. I want that, as much as it's going to hurt when I give it to them, to be like, all right, guys, do your thing, tell me what's working and what's not working. You need that. But if one thing this whole process is making happen for me is learning how to manage time. I'm really learning how to manage my time. And I learned a lot of this when I did the first children's book that I did. I was freelancing at the time, so I had a little bit more control of my schedule. But it really gave me a taste of how much work is going to go into this. So I have a little bit better of an understanding of, okay, I know I've only got X amount of hours to work in the morning before the kids get up and we get them off to school and I go to work. So then it's like, well, which means I have to get up really early, which means I got to go to bed earlier so I can get enough sleep to function. So it's just, I'm learning how to manage my time in all these ways that I never would have thought of doing before if I wasn't going through this, and just how to make the most out of, all right, I got 15 minutes before I have to do this. What can I get done in 15 minutes, Or I've got, 30 minutes before I have to go to work or whatever. What can I get done? And it's just trying to squeeze in all those little bits and pieces of time during the day that I can. And at the same time, still be, a husband and to my wife and a father to my kids. And I don't want to push the family aside to get this done. In a way, I was telling this to a friend of mine, I feel like it's my secret identity. It's like my secret identity is creating this graphic novel. And, I have to do that when nobody else is awake and when nobody else is looking. And then I turn back into regular Joshua to be, the dad and the husband and the guy that goes to work. So that's just kind of how I'm looking at it in my mind,
Yeah, I know that feeling for sure.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't have kids, but that, I don't have kids, and it's hard for me to get time to do things, or have the energy to do things. So, like, having kids and a wife and a family to have to take care of and be there for, on top of doing all this stuff and working, like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's probably a struggle to find time.
It's a challenge, but you know what, man? Other people have done it. I just got to figure out a way to do it. That's all. It's just figuring it out and, having the discipline to follow through. And I could fall flat on my face during this process. But I tell you what, being on shows like this and talking about it in front of people now, it makes it so much more real. And, it makes it to where it motivates me to get up when I'm tired and to, start working and get this thing done and to try and go through those steps. So it's helping me out just being able to talk about it in front of other people, because not that I think anybody's really expecting me to get my book done. Nobody knows who I am. I've never made a book, but in my head, I'm like, oh man, I told people I was going to get this done. I need to get this done so I can make a video and tell them, hey, I met my deadline,
Right.
It's going to happen, man. And
yeah.
And
go
for it, Rod.
The thing is, we're here for the journey. We're here for this ride. And you know what? It's going to happen. It may be a long process, but that's the process, man.
Right.
I sound like I'm from Philadelphia, in Florida now, but it's the process. I'm a Sixers fan, man. It's the process. So you know what? The process is gonna happen, and it's just gonna be all. It could take tomorrow. It could take a month. It could take 2 months. But you know what? Running to the publishing in the house, Josh is the man, and we're gonna see this happen, man. This is where the community comes together. We're gonna support each other, and that's what it's all about, guys.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Sorry, go for it. I was just gonna say, it's one of those things where, like, sometimes you're having a bad day or something. You don't. It's just about keeping on going. Waking up that next day. And doing it. I like to say sometimes I fall flat on my face a lot, but it's not about how many times you fall. Just keep picking yourself back up. Sometimes it's harder than other times, but just keep on going and keep. Sometimes you gotta take. It's pacing yourself, finding out, like, time management. That's a big thing, because you don't want to burn yourself out. And I've done that. I still burn myself out all the time. And sometimes I need to take a break and do certain things, but it's just how whatever you do to pick yourself back up when you're having bad days, just remember that, and always, always pick yourself back up if you ever have, some of those days.
Oh yeah, that's true. And talking to you guys just helps those days when I don't feel like getting up. It just gives you that little bit of push, But
Yeah.
it's great. I'm enjoying it, man. It's tough, but I'm loving it. I just my goal is to make a graphic novel that's a really good action adventure book that people just have a lot of fun reading. That I want to take them on a ride that they don't want to get off of, and they want to find out what's going to happen next. And just a good fun book, man. That's my goal, is to make a good fun book that people want to read and want to enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. I got a question, but real quick, I just want to do a couple. We got some new people in the chat. We got my buddy Victor Olan. What's up, Victor? Good to see you today. We've got the Art of Read. Thank you for joining us. The Art of Read. Big Lion Cat. What's up, Big Lion Cat? Good to see you. Our boy Fatal J. What's up, Fatal J? Good to see you. Aggressively Relaxing. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Always good to see you. Rag718, what's up, Rags? Good to see you today. Thank you very much for joining us, you guys. One thing, what inspires your storyline? You don't have to give any details about it, but like, is this inspired from like when you were a kid reading books? Was this inspired from when you were a kid playing video games, or like taking trips, or like what was like a lot of your inspiration from?
My biggest inspiration for this book, I've got ideas for other books to come out after this, but this one, I grew up mainly in the 1980s, and I loved all of the, action adventure cartoons that were on TV at that time, and that time, and maybe it's just, because it's maybe nostalgic to me or something like that, but all that action adventure stuff that was happening during the 1980s, man, it really had a big impact on me. And I just loved that feeling of getting lost in a story for just a small amount of time, where you get to go on these epic adventures with these characters and just, go to worlds and places that, you never knew existed. But a lot of the stuff that I liked in the 80s is a big inspiration to me. And just that pure escapist entertainment that we had in that time. And sometimes it was just completely goofy, and you knew it was goofy, but it was still fun, man. It was just you were having a good time. And if I can sum this up, this is how I'm kind of telling people when they say, "Well, what's it about?" And I don't want to give it away yet, but to me, this would be like Ninja Turtles meets Game of Thrones meets Top Gun, and it's just all in there, man. It's just I hope to make it a blast. I hope to make it a fun read for everybody, and I hope that there's going to be, I hope I can pull off really amazing artwork. And another thing, we were talking about time, and I'm looking at how long this is going to take and how much time is going to be invested. I'm actually playing and toying with the idea. Maybe I need to hire an artist, if it's going to be something that, is going to reduce the quality of the book because of how long it's taking, or if it's just going to make it stretch out too long. I'm just toying with the idea. Maybe I need to find an artist to do the book. But however it gets made, I just want it to be, the best that I can put out. Whether I do everything myself or whether I hire on people to help me out, I just want the final product to be the best that it can be, and to make a book that people enjoy. But definitely the 1980s pure action adventure fun type of stuff is a huge inspiration for me. But I tell you what's been happening. We talked a little bit about this before we went on the air, Jeffrey. These current books that I've been looking at and reading have just been blowing me away. I was telling Jeffrey, I was out of comics for a long time, and I started trying to get back into comics. And one of the things that helped me out was, channels like this, where they were telling me, "Oh, hey, check this book out. It's really good. And this is why." Because, once you've been out of comics for a while and you try to step back in, it's a little intimidating. You know, you see all these characters that you used to know, and you used to know what was going on with them, and then you go into the comic book shop, and of course everybody knows when somebody new comes into the comic book shop. You know, they're like, oh, this guy's new, I haven't seen him around. And you start looking at the books, you're like, what do I pick up first? You know, where do I start? And watching channels like this,
like it,
yeah,
there were not variants really back when I was originally started collecting. You know, that was such a new world to me when I started collecting again.
Yeah, it was confusing. I'm like, oh wait, there's two Conan the Barbarians. Wait, oh, it's a variant. Okay. So yeah, man, it was a little bit confusing, but hearing like some of the the comic book updates, what's trending, what's hot, buy or pass, that stuff's really helped me out a lot. Yeah, man.
Buy or pass, brother.
Buy or pass, the comic triple threat. You guys have really been helping kind of like
there, man. It's out there.
There
man.
you go.
Yeah. Comic triple threat, coast to coast. You know, you guys have kind of helped me hone in, you know, what books are good. And I was telling Jeffrey, I picked up I just started reading Silver Surfer Black the end of this week. That book hit me between the eyes, man. The art in that book, the story, it's like a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. I woke up and I told my wife, I'm like, babe, I just read this new book. It's so good. You know, she was like, okay, that's great. You know,
and what did she do? When you told her that, what did she do? She's like,
she's like, oh, that's nice that you found a new book, you know?
Yeah, I'll tell my wife about it.
You know, but
and she just goes, okay, and walks away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wife is the biggest supporter. She'll listen to you, but then it's like, okay, whatever.
Exactly. She will let me tell her all the stuff I'm into. She'll just let me tell her, and she's like, all right, that's cool. You know, that's great.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
go
ahead. I'm sorry, Josh.
No, I'll go for it.
Yeah, I want to acknowledge the 5 channels, the bonus shout out show channel. But at number 1, we had Zlos Comics, 33 subscribers. Check him out right now on Instagram under the same name. My brother Carlos is an Ecuadorian representing New Jersey. Check him out, man. He's into focal anime and all that good stuff. At number 2, Philgamesh, 179 subscribers on Instagram. Find him under the same name. Actually, he's an independent writer of a graphic novel, and a book is about to drop right now. Saddle House is coming out soon. That's awesome. So for more information on that, check out philmalone.com. All right, guys. So at number 3, we have Clarence Price, 187 subscribers. Check him out right now, man. The guy puts out great stuff. He's just a humble dude, man. He does comic reviews and recent reads and actually gaming stuff. So check it out. And at number 4, we have Green Machine Comics, 76 subscribers. A person from across where you live at, Jeffrey, around that area, not too far away, but from San Francisco Bay. They have a local comic book shop. So if you want to hit up that place, Green Machine Comics, check them out. They do comic reviews too on their channels, what you want to check out. At number 5, I'm talking a lot. Nice cover, bro. 176 subscribers, man. Ken is a no-face channel, but Ken is a great guy. He knows a lot about books, but he brings a lot of cool-ass covers, man. Check out that channel and his hauls, man. There it is, man. Dope covers on that channel. Nice cover, bro. 166 subscribers. Let's get these numbers up. Not one of these numbers, but all these people right now. Renegade Publishing, let's get these numbers up. Jeffrey Cumberhan Henson, the Hulk Master. Get these numbers up. Woo. And we're almost at that 1 hour mark, guys. This is how we do, man. This is how we do.
This is how we do it.
All right, man. I'm your boy, Rod the Rican. And as always, my co-host for the second time, thank you for jumping on the show, Jeffrey. If these people want to know where they can find you at or what you got coming up, let them know right now.
Is that to Jeffrey?
Yes, Jeffrey.
Oh, me? Oh, well, you can find me at Jeffrey Comic Con Henson at YouTube on YouTube. I haven't done anything in a little while, but I do have a lot of videos up there, some old ones. I just a couple like less than a week ago was my like year anniversary. I'm on the hunt on Tony Sanders' channel every other Friday night. Every Saturday we got Coast to Coast with me and this guy named Rod. You know what's funny is this screen that we look at on TV it's like backwards, isn't it? It's like mirrored or something. Like I'm pointing at Rod's screen right now, but it's pointing the opposite way, so it always throws me off.
Well, you know, that's what happens, man, when we go live, man. You know, things are not right, man. Things are not right when we do a live show, man. But it's all about having fun, man. And look, the thing is, nice comment here from actually looks at
Rod, yeah.
Oh well, he gave me a good compliment. I was getting crapped on by JP last week, but you know.
The JP said I'm on literally every channel but my own. So, like, you know, you'll see me around at some point, even if it's not on my own channel.
Yeah, he'll just pop on. Jeffrey will pop on live with the freaking Kamaha. Like, okay, I'm working, or why are you doing this, Jeffrey? But you know what? Let's end the show right now with Running Deer Publishing. My brother Josh is the man of the hour. Josh, let the people know what you got working on, any projects you got coming on. You know, your schedules or what days you drop videos, and after that we'll end the show.
Sir.
But let's put you up right now. Take it away.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, Rod. Running Dirt Publishing. We've got a graphic novel in the works right now. It's in the beginning of the process. I'm still writing the script. Check my YouTube channel regularly for updates on that. I'm trying to have at least one video a week done every Monday right now, so you can have updates every Monday on YouTube with the progress of the graphic novel. Plus, I'm breaking down classic comic books and current comic books, you know, taking a look at the art and the story and what I can learn from these books, trying to get those videos out, at least one video every week at this point right now. You can find Running Dirt Publishing on Instagram. Just type in Running Dirt Publishing. You can find me on Facebook. You can also find me on Twitter, although I haven't been using Twitter that much lately. But I'm kind of all over the place, man. And you can find me at my website, rdpbooks.com, which I post a lot of updates on my website. You can find out what's going on there. But as far as schedules, man, I think just try to check that YouTube channel at least once a week. I try to have new videos every Monday.
Nice.
There it is. Notification bell. Notification bell, man. That's the key, man. Notification.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We hit that hour mark. We got to end the show right now. Thank you for everyone that was hanging out in the chat.
Yep.
5 channels we shouted out. We have 5 great channels. A special bonus shout out. Zlos Comics, number 1. Philgamesh, number 2. Clarence Price, number 4 was Clarence was number 3. Number 4 was Green Machine Comics. Number 5 was Nice Comic Bro, and Californiablend was the special bonus shout out that Jeffrey found and said, "Let's do it, man." And you know what? Thank you.
Check her out.
Yeah, man, check her out. Sub her up. Amazing artwork. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out for the comic book community shout out show. And as always, hey, Josh, thank you. Running Deer Publishing in the house. Thank you for accepting the invite to come to the show. With that being said, guys, the show is over. Don't hang up, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Rod.